It's time for another edition of the Role Players Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. You can find us on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Spreaker. And don't forget to find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, of course. Oh, and if you didn't know, we're on YouTube, but you probably know that if you're watching right now. We have a heck of a show lined up for you. I mean, we are going as far as talking about LeBron, what's next, the NCAA Final Four, who deserves it maybe the least. I don't know. You tell us. And we're going to go take it as far as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's going to be a heck of a ride. I hope y'all are strapped in, and I hope you all have had an excellent week. Because if not, well, that's why you're here. We're going to take that stress off of you. This is where we agree to disagree, and sometimes we debate. We're probably going to debate tonight. You're here with your host, Mr. Byron, Philosophical J, and the greatest producer in the land, if you don't understand. Yeah, man. Hey, man, we can't do it without you, man. I got to hype you up.
Yeah, got to, especially after the week I had. Jesus.
You had a rough week, man.
Man, yeah.
Man, well, you know what? If you had a rough week, I got just the thing for you.
What you got, bro?
You can earn $1,000.
What?
$1,000. EJ and Jay. Y'all can earn $1,000 by watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe, all 20 movies, straight through, 40 plus hours, non-stop. This is the craziest thing I've heard. There is obviously some type of challenge or position, the way that I read it. Did you read the position, EJ?
I can't remember, but all I saw was the deadline is April 15th, and I did see $1,000. But what kind of position was it?
So the position is it's written up from the standpoint of the individual has to watch 40 plus hours of the Marvel Cinematic Universe leading up to Endgame,
right?
Which is coming out on the 25th, 26th of April,
right?
Wow. And then what they are expecting is the individual to have a social media presence. They're also expecting for the individual to rank the movies 1 through 20 or 20 to 1, whichever way you go.
Yeah.
And they want the individual to kind of tweet and post about the movies throughout the movies over the course of their 40 plus hours of binging. So, guys, is that something you think y'all could do? Like, Jay, could you watch 40 straight hours of superhero stuff from Marvel?
Wow, some of those, it depends on what it is, because some of them is not that good.
Yeah.
Wait.
What's not that good? What's not that good?
I mean, right off the top of my head, I can't think of one, but I've seen some Spider-Mans that was kind of.
Oh, well, they won't include the Spider-Man.
They don't include the Spider-Man.
The only Spider-Man they'll include is, I believe, Homecoming.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
The last one.
That was trash. What? Yeah, I didn't like that one.
The one with the vulture?
Oh, my God.
No, I didn't like that.
You did?
Maybe because I've seen it too many times.
Seen too many Spider-Man re-editions.
The one with Michael Keaton, a.k.a. Batman. I don't know if you're watching this and you're younger than us, but Michael Keaton is the only Batman.
Yeah, absolutely.
You didn't like that?
No, I didn't like that.
Okay, so I'm going to just switch gears because you've upset me now. So I want to know, what could you watch 40 straight hours plus, if anything, to earn the prize of $1,000? It's not even that much if you ask me.
It's not, but I'm telling you, I think I'm gonna sign up for it.
Oh, so you could take the challenge.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right,
I'll do it.
So Jay, what could you watch 40 plus hours?
What could I watch 40 plus hours?
40 plus hours straight.
Man, well, for starters, I'm gonna give you 2 for starters. Martin Lawrence, The Martin Show.
Yeah, that's fair.
And The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I'm gonna go with Game of Thrones.
Oh,
you know what? I wonder how many seasons of Martin is 40 hours.
I don't even know. It should go over 40. It should go over 40.
Yeah, because they were more like 30-minute segments.
Yeah, so that means
25.
40 hours times 2. That's 80 shows that you watch it. I wonder how many seasons is that? Because some of those seasons had like 20 episodes, I think. So you'll probably get to like season 4 in 40 hours.
Yeah. So,
Probably.
I mean, for those that want to take on the Marvel Challenge, knock it out.
Yeah,
I encourage you to do it. It's really
I'm doing it.
It's really a what if thing, because what if you get to the 1,000? But speaking of what if is a big term that we all come across all the time. So what if LeBron James? And when I say this, what if LeBron James? Jay, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
What if LeBron James actually fails next season, even with the addition of possibly Anthony Davis? Now they're talking about Kevin Durant because they were seen chit-chatting at the game last night. What if LeBron James fails season 2? I want to know what your take is on it, Jay, because you know you're the philosophical one.
I expect LeBron James to fail again next season. This is the West, and he is trending down in his career. So I don't see them getting Anthony Davis. I don't see them. They may get a free agent. Kevin Durant is definitely not teaming up with LeBron James. That's definitely not happening. But furthermore, it is kind of hard to play with LeBron James. So what do you think? Do you think that this guy would be able to? I mean, bringing in free agents and bringing in household names aren't the same thing.
You know,
because a household name, I mean, that could be Dwayne Wade.
I'm going to tell you, I think if LeBron James fails season 2, I think a lot of this chit chat about who's the GOAT, I think that goes right down the drain. I think that the forgotten man in this conversation, Kobe, Black Mamba, I think he elevates above LeBron easily. I think he trumps LeBron. Hands down.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm going to say.
This guy had Shaq, though, man.
Okay, and then he got 2 without Shaq.
And he had Paul Gasol.
Okay.
Bynum and Lamar Odom.
Bruh, but he was the general. It was Kobe, not more of a fierce competitor. A fierce. Now, I know we've talked about playoff mode, LeBron. I call him God mode when he goes into that. Was Kobe not the executioner? Was he not the doppelganger of Michael Jordan?
Okay, so it's a lot of years Kobe didn't go to the playoffs. But Kobe lost to he
has a better finals record.
Yeah, but he also got knocked out by a couple teams in the playoffs that really weren't dominant teams.
Okay.
You know what? I have an interesting take on this.
Yeah, come on, chime in.
All right, I'm gonna go to the left with this. If LeBron James if he fails another season, you know what I think is gonna happen?
What?
He's gonna be the next Dwayne Johnson. He's gonna go straight Hollywood.
So you think he's gonna wrap it up and go straight Hollywood?
He's gonna be the new athlete of Hollywood.
You know, it's funny you went down the Hollywood vein because LeBron, they said he's having a hard time securing other stars to star in Space Jam with him.
That sounds.
I get that because I mean he's new. And you know, a lot of people probably don't think he know what he's doing. So I get that he's gonna struggle, but he's gonna catch that lightning in the bottle, and that man's gonna put that ball up, lights, camera, action.
You know, let me take that back. He's getting other star athletes to sign up, other star NBA players to join forces with him.
Hate. That's not. They just hate.
You think it's hate?
That's hate. They won't sign up with him. You say they won't. Or
they will not.
Hate. That's hate, man.
So let's take it a step further real quick before we transition.
Yeah, because I got a little tidbit.
So what if LeBron James just fails overall as a Laker? Now what? What do we say about the man that semi had success in Miami, had success in Cleveland, and then struck out as a Laker? Then what happens? Can we put Kobe over him?
Well, I thought him going to LA was a bad idea anyway. But I think the Lakers should try and trade LeBron in the draft.
During the draft, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, I think they should trade him for whoever gets the number 1 pick. Try and trade him for Zion.
That's just disrespectful. It's funny.
Yeah.
I was listening to the radio and one of the guys on the radio said that they would, if they had an opportunity at Zion over LeBron James, they would definitely take Zion. He's younger. He's going to be around for the next at least 5 years. You know, we don't know where LeBron is going after this next 2 years because one is already down the drain. So where is LeBron going after that? You know, Zion is going to be in the NBA for a long time, you know, barring the unfortunate injury, which we don't hope for. Not at all. Shoegate was enough. But so, I mean, Shoegate, man, the Big Bang. That was the 21st century Big Bang theory. That thing exploded all over the TV screen.
Like that ball from Sandlot.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, man, it'll just be interesting because if LeBron fails as a Laker, man, I'm no doubt putting Kobe over him.
You're gonna put Kobe over him.
Putting Kobe over him.
Why?
Success.
I don't get that, man.
I'm putting Kobe over LeBron James. This is gonna be success.
Do you know this is the first time LeBron will not be playing in postseason since you were in high school?
LeBron James' competition was the Eastern Conference forever. Kobe dominated the West.
But the West was weak then.
Oh, the West was the West, though, buddy.
Give me one team. Give me one team.
He beat the Phoenix Suns, the Dallas Mavericks, the San Antonio Spurs. Phoenix need to keep going.
Phoenix is really a sore eye on his resume because Phoenix had nobody but Steve Nash and Amari halftime.
Do I need to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Oh man, I mean the Sonics / the
You coming up short, man.
You know what? I'm about tired of you. I'm tired of you because we're going to chase some rings. We know that Tom Izzo, Chris Beard, and Bruce Pearl are some of the big names in this, but you cannot forget about Tony Bennett. You can't forget about Tony Bennett, the only man to lose to the 16 seed. That's crazy. And they were the number one overall last year, correct? So really what you had was the number 64 beating the number 1. That is insane. So all of these guys, they've made it to the Final Four. Congratulations to the University of Virginia. Congratulations to Michigan State University. Definitely Auburn and Texas Tech. So who deserves it the least? Forget the most. You know, everybody's been on TV saying, oh, who deserves it the most? Because all of these guys have impressive resumes, man. So in your opinion, Jay, who just deserves it the least?
Izzo.
What?
Yeah. Reason why
you are upsetting me today.
I'm upsetting you, man.
You are upsetting me today.
Okay. The reason why I say he deserves it the least. We say the least.
This would solidify him with some of the greats.
Okay. Izzo has lost to
I'm upset.
Some terrible teams, and he's had some great teams as well. We had Mo Peterson come through there. We had Draymond Green. We had Zach Randolph. We have had some dominating teams come through there, and he have came up short continuously. And now I can guarantee you he will come up short this weekend. I have that feeling because it's just something about Michigan State. When it comes time to turn it into high gear, they kind of come up short. That's a reflection of your coach.
Because wait, Michigan State is playing Texas Tech.
Texas Tech is by means no slouch. And let me put this nugget out here. He also lost to a Illinois team who had Deron Williams and D Brown. You
have taken it too far tonight, and we're not even halfway through the show. What are you doing?
I'm just saying, man. Not to me,
Tom Izzo.
Yeah, man. To me, we get the same thing from Michigan State.
The face of Michigan State University. Come on.
Wasn't he just under some allegations this
past offseason? Come on.
Huh?
Come on. Only allegation is he's a winner.
He's a winner. He's a winner till it comes to the Final Four.
Man, you have brought it to the table. Like he deserves it the least between Chris Beard, Bruce Pearl, and I'm so
Yeah,
shocked.
because Bruce
And
Pearl,
Tony Bennett. My mind is racked.
Bruce Pearl puts God first, and Bruce Pearl has those guys. He has brought those guys into unity. They came from the bottom when the season started, and he has worked those guys up through his inspirational faith. You have Beard. He just completely turned around the Texas Tech ball club.
Yeah, that's a football school.
That's a football school.
Him and Bruce Pearl are taking football schools to the next level.
And then Tony Bennett, hey man, for what it's worth, he doesn't. When he came to Virginia, they said that he would never be able to compete with the Dukes and Carolinas. And he is only competing. He is dominating those guys. But he came up short last season. So he had every reason for those kids to not be locked in. And for somehow he has them right here in the Final Four.
You have thoroughly disappointed me. So you're saying Bruce Pearl deserves it the most?
Bruce Pearl deserves it the most?
Yeah.
I think Tony Bennett.
So Tony Bennett.
I think he deserves it the most because of the uphill challenge of the ACC with Duke and Carolina. And he's breaking through. These guys last year you remember who they lost to?
Yeah, they lost to UMBC.
What was the name? Wasn't they like the Dogs or something?
The Golden Retrievers.
Yeah, we seen that. Remember we seen that bus?
Hey, we saw the victory bus.
We saw the victory bus
action.
in action.
Man.
The night after the storm. So he had every reason to just pack it in this season. And Virginia don't get the top. They supposedly don't get the top recruits. So I think he deserves it the most. All these schools except Michigan State. Michigan State is the only school to ever win a national championship. The rest of these schools has no national championships.
You know what? I'm going to let you sell me on this NCAA tournament that's been highly questionable because some people, they didn't like the fact that there were no upsets. Some people don't like the Final Four. You don't have Duke with Zion Williamson. You don't have UNC. You just don't have some of the household names. But you still have good programs here. Still have good programs. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and take a trip down I-95 South.
What up?
And I'm going to let this man put you on the shot clock. And then he's going to put me on the shot clock. Or better get, who do you want to take the first shot?
You know, I'll let Philosophical J go first.
We're going to let Jay go first. So you have the college shot clock of what, 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
30 seconds to sell me on this thing of who should win and why this tournament has been good or bad. When the timer starts, Mr. I-95.
So I'm just picking any team?
You're going to pick the team that you think deserves it right now. Or if the team that you think deserved it the most isn't really there. They're not there. They've been eliminated in the tournament. So you tell me what you think about this tournament and then who deserved it.
All right. Are you ready, Philosophical J?
I am ready.
30 seconds on the clock and go.
All right. I think Auburn deserves to win this championship more than anybody. Like I said, Bruce Pearl is a believer in faith in God. He had a significant injury to one of his key players. This guy sweats the hell out of his suit. I mean, I feel bad for his suit, bro. And this guy is ready to coach against these elite guys. And I just believe that right now, the way they're shooting, they have momentum going on. And besides, they got Chuck on their side.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
That was all right. Like, he actually finished in 30 seconds.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Okay.
Get out of here. You took mine.
That's why you don't let a gamer go first.
Oh, that's all right, though.
All right, Mr. Words of Wisdom. It's time to live up to that name. Are you ready?
Yes.
30 seconds on the clock and go.
Despite what Auburn is doing, Texas Tech, and then even Michigan State, you still have the University of Virginia. The University of Virginia was the number one overall seed, and they are the last man standing of the number ones. Tony Bennett, I'm sorry. They deserve this thing the most They deserve it the most out of anyone. They had a long battle last year and they lost to the UMBC Golden Retrievers. They came back. This is redemption. They are ready to win this thing.
Time is up, good sir. Well, the judge has spoken. I'm giving it to Jay.
Get out of here.
Yay.
Get out of here.
He made very good points, and then he dropped the G card.
He made it all up. He made it up. I'm not believing it. I don't know anything about anything, but I do know without the shot clock on, I know Auburn will win this thing. Hands down. I'm going with Auburn. If you're not going with the Tigers, then
Auburn deserves
you
it.
must need to pray.
This is something, man. It's telling me Virginia's gonna win this. I just have that feeling, man.
Nah. A Tiger versus a Cavalier. I'm going with a Tiger any day. Any day. So, if you're not sure who's going to win, maybe you just need to think about it over a nice hot cup of coffee.
That's right, Mr. Words of Wisdom. This next segment is brought to you by Off the Beaten Path Coffee and Beverage Cafe. Are you in need of a great coffee experience? Well, come enjoy a fresh cup of Alabama-based Revelator roast coffee served with a smile, served Southern style. Experience an upbeat environment, positive energy, and a taste of love in every cup of coffee served. Stop by on Drip Drop Tuesdays where you can get a 12-ounce coffee for just $1. The shop is located on 102 West 3rd Street, downtown Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Off the Beaten Path Coffee and Beverage Cafe, quality and service with a smile. And remember, if you mention the role players, you'll get 10% off your next purchase. Roll out.
Roll out, as EJ said, and roll into Off the Beaten Path Coffee and Beverage Shop. It's going to be a great time. Now, we have successes up here most of the time on role players. We rarely strike out. But this week, we witnessed one of the biggest misses and one of the biggest strikeouts and flops of sports history. If you have not been watching the American Alliance Football League, or AAF for short, they suspended operations this week. After 8 weeks? 7-8 weeks?
Yeah.
This is the thing Jay has told me so long about. I know he's ready to rip into me, but I'm here to sell this thing. But it's just crazy, man, because Tom Dundon, the owner of the Carolina Hurricanes, after the first week of them playing football, he bought the league. He became the majority owner of the league because the league didn't have enough money to pay his players. Who does this? Like, what went wrong? Why will this not work? This is the attempt after attempt after attempt of an offset professional kind of developmental league for the National Football League, but it's not by the National Football League. You had NFL Europe that struck out. You had Arena Football that took a backslide. XFL has already failed once. Why is this not working?
Oh, you looking at me?
Yeah, because you was the man that was ripping it to me. You told me this wasn't going to even. You said it wasn't going to make a season. You said
No.
1 year.
No, I said I think I said 8 weeks.
Why is it not working? Man?
Okay, man.
They didn't even make it to the championship or the playoffs.
The big thing is so first of all, before I go into this, I would have loved to see Mike Singletary's face when they gave him the notice that they weren't going any further. Because he's a stand-up guy. He doesn't just do things for play.
Yeah, they had some names attached to this thing.
So they did have some
Coaching-wise.
names. Yeah, Mike Morris was there too.
And Johnny Manziel was the last of the Mohicans.
Right. So
last man up.
So when they brought in Johnny Manziel, I thought they was looking for kind of a star power. But the main thing they have to do, I was watching the game and I said, what would get me watching this football game? And they started fighting. And I said, maybe they should just let them fight because we allow hockey players to fight. And then I said,
fighting and equipment is just whack.
And then I said, nah. So NFL Europe was I kind of liked NFL Europe.
Yeah, but players didn't like to go over there after working so hard all year.
Right. So Vince McMahon, that's the wrestling guy, correct?
Yeah.
over the XFL.
Yeah.
He has put a lot of money into the XFL. So I think he should partner with the NFL. Somehow they have to partner because I think the practice squads is kind of pointless in the NFL. Every now and then you get a play off the practice squad, but somehow you have to bridge the gap between that. And if you really want to make some noise and you don't want to partner with the NFL, right now, Vince McMahon, whatever franchise he has, that's the most notable franchise.
Yeah.
He need to offer Kyler Murray to skip the NFL draft and offer him guaranteed money. Because that's the only way another league is gonna take over the NFL if they are offering guaranteed contracts.
Well,
100% guaranteed contracts right off the bat.
Well, to piggyback off of what you're saying, it's not even taking over the NFL. You have to just have a dog in the fight. And AAF certainly came in there with some kittens. Like I don't even know what that was about. I think that was a group of guys with a big vision. I thought it was a great vision. Excellent vision, but they didn't have the capital. They didn't have the money backing them. And nobody has bigger money than Vince McMahon. I mean, looking it up today, Vince McMahon net worth is $3.3 billion.
Yeah.
$3.3 billion. Tom Dunden's net worth isn't even reported, but they say it's about $1 billion. It's about $1 billion.
But no one knows. We know Vince McMahon.
And they say, he really just hopped into it. They say the only reason that Tom Dundon dropped the $250 million into the league like that was so that he can get the statistical data from sports gambling. They say that that's the rumor why he jumped into it. So Vince McMahon has the money, but Clemson's wide receiver, Justin Ross, he came out and said the XFL, he knows guys right now that will leave college and go and play in the XFL. And the XFL has already let it be known that they're going to target your college players. If I know that you have, the XFL is saying, we know if you have a college star that's not draft eligible right now, but he's ready for the pros, he's ready to strap up and earn that money, we'll take him, go ahead, make him a pro. And then we'll throw so many endorsements and so much money at him that he's going to just go ahead and leave college. And that's how they're going to get their name, their household names.
But see, that doesn't go. It's good to talk the talk. And it's good to blow smoke until the smoke come back at you. Because
they've already failed once, so they know what it means.
Yeah, they know what it means. But to me, it's like you would go further if you try and combine the two leagues, meaning, we have minor league baseball. The River Dogs plays the Warthogs.
Yeah, but that's all the Major League Baseball.
And that's all the Major League Baseball teams. So if we can somehow offer these guys a bridge of the 49ers, and this is their minor league team, and you say this one kid who thinks he's good enough, because let's say Reggie Bush could have played. He didn't have to go to college. Correct. He dominated, man. It was by far just
he could have came out before his eligibility.
Okay. So if they can allow some of these guys to come straight there into their minor league system, until they are of age and their body is right, meaning 2-3 years, instead of going in college risking that major knee injury, then that would be the way to go versus trying to battle the NFL, because I'm going to just call it what it is, man.
Call it what it is. Come on.
NFL, they only going to help you but so much, but when they see you getting better and possibly better, because it was a point,
come for you.
It was a point of time arena football was bunking. It was really getting big.
And they were going after their players.
And they was going after their players.
I've already seen websites that said the top 10 players from AAF that's probably going to get a contract. Charles Johnson, the wide receiver. Yeah. He was down there putting up big numbers.
Our old cornerback, Keith Reeser, was there putting up. He was a shutdown corner.
They said the NFL is going to straight up go and pick these guys right up off the streets. but they said they're waiting for the official cancellation of the league because they don't want to get into the contractual, restrictions and all that stuff. But I mean, what you said, the XFL is already kind of saying they're on board for that. They're already saying that regardless of, I don't want to say regardless of what age, but if they're taking on a guy that's already ready, like if they get a JUCO or if they get some guy that's right out of high school that's just, I don't know, he's just that ready. His physically.
Leonard Fournette didn't have to play college football.
Right, because he was huge.
He was huge. And he could have went straight into a professional arena, and he could have, maybe he would be more durable and more of a thumper than what he actually is right now.
What XFL said, they don't have the gimmicks this time around. They said they're ready to pay. They said they have the money to pay. Vince McMahon just recently sold, I want to say, over $100 million of his shares in his company. He sold it so that he can have the capital for his league to function. One of the guys that was on board with the NFL and turned down AAF. His last name is Luck. He was one of the executives. He said he jumped onto the XFL instead of the AAF because, bottom line, they have the money and AAF does not.
Yeah, but I'll never take anything attached to Vince McMahon name seriously.
What? This is Mr. WWE.
That's why.
Formerly WWF.
That's why.
He makes money.
He does make money, but wrestling and football is totally different.
Yeah, but extreme football is what we're calling for.
So are we going to be playing this during football or after football season?
His league is going to start, I want to say, like November.
He's not going to succeed.
Yeah, I really think he should have found that gap between after college basketball and the start of NFL.
He need to start it in NBA playoffs, and then he need to end right before the NFL season. It need to be about 7 to 10 weeks.
I don't know. I forgot about NBA playoffs. I don't know if he can compete with that. Because at the end of the day, you really are watching minor league football.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to find its window.
Let me ask you this, and then we can move on if we're ready to move on. So if you are, hey, I'm gonna throw a name out there.
Yeah, go ahead, throw one, and I'm gonna throw one back at
you. If you are Colin Kaepernick,
I'm signing up.
And if you are Colin Kaepernick, and let's say Blake Bortles,
I'm signing up,
and you have a chance to go right into this league and make guaranteed 100% guaranteed money. So until one of these guys makes the big jump, because guaranteed money talks, there's no guaranteed money in the NFL.
Not at all.
So if you could offer one of these guys to jump leagues, because that's what happened in the NFL. That's what happened when the NFL and the AFL, when they had to merge. You had guys like the Unitas, Johnny Unitas, and some of these other guys. They made the leap to the NFL for better contract situations.
Right.
And then the NFL had their hands around the AFL and forced them to fold their league and merge. So until someone makes, I call it jump the line. Until someone jumps the line, and let's say,
so you got to have a household name.
You got to have a household star.
So it's funny you threw your names at me. I'm gonna throw the name that I found on the internet. So let's just say Clemson. They're the hottest team right now, and they're just stacked along with Alabama. So if I'm Trevor Lawrence and I say, hey, I want to get paid right now, and I'm the top guy in college football, the top guy, hands down.
Trevor Lawrence is not going to do it.
But if we've already said the word of what if. We had what if earlier.
Yeah. He won't do it.
Were you here for the show? What if? What if, Jay? What if Trevor Lawrence says, I'm going to go sign up for the XFL?
He won't do it.
He wouldn't bring in the numbers for XFL?
No. He hasn't established it. It has to be a player currently in the NFL. So
I think a college star can do it.
Kirk Cousins.
If Kirk Cousins left right now, I think nobody will watch.
Okay. What about Carson?
What about
Wentz?
Le'Veon Bell? Let's use Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah,
Le'Veon Bell one of his
Carson
names.
Wentz. If a guy like that is,
it would have to be a quarterback.
It would have to be a quarterback, guy right now. And let's just say hypothetically that New Orleans say, well, you know what, Drew Brees, you're saying you're gonna stick around another year or two. We kind of out, and then Drew Brees say, well, I'm going to the XFL, man. They're gonna pay me $80 million up front.
You know what? You're kind of onto something, because once the NFL free agency happens, let's say I am Colin Kaepernick, or let's say I'm RG3, and I think I'm worth more than what you're throwing at me. If Vince McMahon throws me guaranteed money, $5 million,
Has to be 100% guaranteed.
$5 million guaranteed versus the $2 million that I'm getting ready to get, and not a guaranteed spot on the team, but Vince McMahon is going to keep me on the tour.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm leaving NFL, and I'm gonna let it be known in headlines. We're gonna blow that thing up bigger than Mount St. Helens.
You gotta have a star. And I like Drew Brees because New Orleans may not give him a contract extension, and he may think he can play. Cam Newton if Cam Newton jump, because
it's over.
Cam Newton
It's over.
Cam Newton may bring
fan base.
It bring fan base.
I'd watch.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Right.
Well, in desperate times, it calls for desperate measures, and sometimes you need an Avenger to save you. So why not go back with Marvel? It's a big time coming up for Marvel. If you hadn't heard, they started the ticket sales for Endgame on Tuesday.
Right.
That thing is selling like unlimited IHOP pancakes.
Man, it's crazy to find tickets.
I told you, man.
And for good seats.
We got to get the 11:25 show.
So break down Marvel to whoever may be watching who don't understand. Because a lot of people know superheroes, but they're not really familiar. They may not know the ones who affiliated with Marvel.
True. Good take. So Marvel, the cinematic universe, this is the comic book brand that they brought us the names of Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Venom. What's some of the other big names, EJ?
You already said Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, you can't forget about Hulk, man.
Can't forget about Hulk. Well,
yeah,
I might be in trouble.
I didn't like the first Hulk.
Nah,
I didn't like that cartoon thing.
Eli Ross.
You talking about the one where he was like flying across mountains and stuff?
Yeah, so
that was horrible.
That goes into the 40 for 40.
Yeah, he talking about I can't think of that guy's name. But
Eric Bana.
Who?
Eric Bana.
Yeah, he had that movie that show Stairway to Heaven or something like that.
Yeah, so he's had it's been a lot of shows and a lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a show that's based on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this is now the big event that we've all been waiting for. If you've gone and watched the Iron Mans and the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, even Doctor Strange, if you've watched a lot of these movies and you say, well, that was fun, but you don't know a lot about it. If you watched that last movie that had Thanos in it, when he decimated the entire Marvel universe, he said he was wiping out half of the population.
And he did it.
You could have heard a pin drop in that theater.
Wow.
A pin drop. And
a pin drop in EJ's tear.
EJ's tear.
I knew y'all was going there. I was waiting for it.
What?
A pin drop, and so did I-95's tear.
I-95 was skidding off the road. It was his face was so wet.
He said, what just happened? You was like, he snapped his finger, bro.
And then he said, who decides who's leaving the movie? And then he looked at me like I had the answer.
Yeah,
he looked at me and said, well, who's deciding? I don't know, Stan Lee.
I wasn't ready, man. I was not ready for that.
Prepared.
Nah, you weren't, man.
Man.
That was crazy. Thanos said that thing straight to you. He said, aim for the head. When he did that, I think I saw EJ fade away over there.
Yeah, man.
So
yeah, when Spider-Man faded away, man, that's when
that broke hard.
Yeah, I almost lost it, man.
So this may be spoiler alert if you have not watched a lot of the movies. If you haven't watched a lot of the movies, shame on you. But we're gonna play a quick little segment called 5-second summary. Marvel Cinematic Universe style. This was inspired by the great Jimmy Fallon. This guy has games on top of games. So now we're going to go ahead and let EJ EJ is going to give Jay and I the movie title.
Yeah.
And Jay and I have the responsibility, because this is a responsibility, to kind of nail this summary in 5 seconds.
Right.
We're getting ready to fail.
Yeah.
So, EJ, whoever you want to go first, call the name and call the movie and timers.
All right. I'm gonna let you go first, B.
Oh Lord.
Thor, the Dark World. Excuse me.
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, how many seconds you want to get?
5, man. It's a quick hot 5 seconds.
Hot
so
5
I got
seconds.
Thor, the Dark World.
I'm struggling to say that word. All right, you got 5 seconds. All right, ready? Go.
Alien man with a huge hammer.
Man, pick a movie. Which one?
That was the summary.
Not an alien.
He is an alien.
No, he's not. He's a
He's
god.
on Earth. Okay.
He's a god. Martian the Manhunter is an alien.
He's not from Earth.
Captain Marvel. No, Captain Marvel's not an alien.
He's foreign to us.
No, Drax and Zamora and Rocky Raccoon, they're aliens somewhat.
Well, God with a huge hammer. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say he lost his hammer.
He was
Oh,
an
yeah.
alien with a- All right, here you go, Jay. 5 seconds of the clock. Your movie is Avengers: Age of Ultron. Go.
Wow, Iron Man is a snood. He's a rich snood that gets what he wants.
That's so many movies.
Yeah.
if I had that one, I'd have said Iron Man messed up. He messed up.
Yep, Iron Man dropped the ball on this one.
Come on, we're gonna do 2 more.
All right.
I'm gonna do 2 more. Jay gonna do 2 more.
All right, here we go. All right. Next one. 5 seconds on the clock. Captain America, the First Avenger. Byron, go.
A tiny man that didn't even have a plan turned into a superhero.
That was good. That was a good one.
There we go.
That was good.
There we go.
That was good. All right, Jay, here you go. Black Panther, 5 seconds.
Oh,
Go.
this is a good one.
Doo-doo.
That means you ain't welcome in Wakanda.
If you don't know that, man. All right, here you go.
Oh boy, I'm afraid.
Iron Man 2,
Why he keep being
5 seconds on the clock. And go.
the electric man couldn't even shock the Tin Man. Hey, that's what I got.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
We
last
are
one,
tripping.
Jay. Let's see.
I can't wait to hear yours.
All right, here we go. Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
Singing and dancing.
No, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
Talk about Tobey Maguire.
That thing
That
right
did it,
there,
though.
boy.
I ain't
That
gonna lie.
did it, boy.
Whatever Spider-Man was before that one, I was like, I don't want it.
I don't want no more.
I want no more.
Man, when he was hitting that roll.
You know, whenever I watch the first 2 Spider-Man, because you know the first 2 Spider-Man of the Tobey Maguire era were actually good. Whenever I watch the first 2 now, I'm like, man, that Joker was dancing.
He was dancing.
I can't even watch the other 2. But I don't know why Mr. I-95 South thought he was going to escape, because he's on the clock. But
All right.
your movie is Doctor Strange. Go.
He was a surgeon, got in an accident, ended up learning superpowers.
Okay. That's fair. He's been waiting on this moment.
Yeah, I would have
He's
said
been
go.
waiting
I would have said go through the hole.
I would have said something like that too. Ant-Man, 5 seconds.
He was a thief, got a second chance at life. Now he's an Avenger.
He's prepared for this. I think he's been over there thinking about this the whole time.
Going through all 20 movies.
He deserved that 1,000 to watch all the movies.
I'm telling you, man.
Mention Thanos and he'll start crying.
Yeah, don't even call it Avengers. Be like, Thanos.
Or just be like,
Yeah. Oh, man. I tell you what, boy.
Wasn't George Clooney Batman one time?
yeah. Oh, man, that was a terrible mistake.
That was a no.
Speaking of no, buddy.
So if you don't know about Nah Buddy is doing something or saying something that you just know is outright tomfoolery or wrong. We want to bring this segment to you by you, and we want to share some of the funnies throughout the week. If you don't know, we are going into Nah Buddy.
Buddy, no, yeah.
I'll tell you, man, he sings it well every time. So, gentlemen, have y'all experienced or did you witness a Nah Buddy this week where it was just like, Nah Buddy?
I did.
Oh, let's hear it.
You want to hear it?
Oh yeah, I want to hear
okay.
it.
Okay, let's go.
Hear it.
So some of the rules of social media. So what are some of the rules on social media? If EJ make a post and he posts a picture or something like that, and he say he got on a hat and a suit, and he say, what y'all think? What are some of the rules to that?
I don't know.
So you're either gonna like or comment on it, right?
Like a comment,
Well, yeah, that's true.
Okay. So Mr. Le'Veon Bell,
Oh, what did he do?
Uh-oh.
the 285 burglar. You know, he got a rap CD out, and he was rapping and singing, and he posted it on Twitter. And he was like, anybody with feedback, let me know. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think?
Why you do that?
And then he had the fire emojis. Okay. So Mr. Greensboro himself, Mr. Keenan Allen, he commented and say, man, Le'Veon, I'm gonna be 100 with you, with the little hundreds. I ain't feeling that right there, bro. And Le'Veon replied, hey man, you could have just kept that to yourself, or why you ain't text me?
He got it in his feelings. Don't get in your feelings. He said, hey man, hit my line.
So you gotta understand, once you put something out there on social media, it is open.
It's open.
It's fair game.
Yeah.
And so Keenan said, well, if you didn't want me to comment, you should have texted me that and said, how do you like it? Don't post it out there for that, man. So Mr. Le'Veon, man, you want to be a rapper, man, and you trying to do your thing, man. Listen, man, it's been times where me and B sit, even EJ, you know, when we went on our road trips.
Yeah.
And I say, man, what y'all think? EJ say, man, what y'all think if we give him it's not out there for the open.
Yeah, it's a closed circle.
It's a closed circle. So if you want to be a rapper, man,
don't post your stuff and ask for feedback. you got Le'Veon. I don't know if you know whether it's Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. There's always an option for you to post a post and say no comments.
No comments allowed.
You gotta look, man. You have to exercise your social media rights and say no comments allowed.
Yeah, man. He said, man,
because Keenan Allen said, hey, big dog, I'm gonna be straight up with you. You know this 100. Ain't feeling that.
He said, I ain't feeling that right there, bro.
He said, nah, man, you got to go back in the studio. And his reply was, hey, man, why you say, man, hit my line.
Hit my line, man. Keep that to yourself.
Line. Nah, this is for the masses. You should go read the other comments. They're way worse.
Way worse.
So, man, this one goes out to the NCAA poster child himself. The basketball poster child. This Nah Buddy is special. So I don't know if Zion Williamson heard, but basketball season's over. I don't know why you're playing a pickup game at Duke after you lost the tournament and you're posting it on Instagram. I'm gonna just go hard on them because basketball season is over, guy. You already blew up one shoe. Why you going out there doing? And I mean, he was doing like yams. He was hitting the dunk button, bro. He was hitting the dump button, and I mean the Duke fans and the Duke students, they were just looking like, man, this guy's crazy. Was
he doing his patented celebration afterwards?
Where he just walked with the Frankenstein on? Walk with the Frankenstein on. Have you ever seen How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
He looks like the dragon.
Yeah, he
He
does.
looks like the little toothless, the dragon. But yeah, man, basketball season is over. Zion, man, I don't know what to tell you. I know this may be a little bit of hate, but I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit of salt and do a little bit of Salt Bay on it. Yeah, it's over, man. I don't know why you're out there playing a pickup game against Duke medical students.
Man, let that man be great.
Man, why don't you be great and present me with a null buddy?
Man, my null buddy goes to everybody that's buying out these in-game tickets. Shame on you.
Oh man, you get the null buddy.
Yeah,
You,
he came up here with his feelings, man.
yeah, man. You ever seen Harry Potter when he did the spell and it reversed on him?
Yeah,
He was like, Expelliarmus, or whatever it was, and then it hit him. That's what you just did.
I'm gonna give you a no, buddy, man.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna give you a no,
You
buddy.
played yourself.
Last night there wasn't no games on. You know, I'm a baseball fan. My Giants had a day off or whatever,
Yeah.
and so I turned on Netflix and I saw T.I. and Mike Epps got a movie out called The Trap.
Nah,
Trash.
nah, buddy. Nah, buddy.
Trash.
Who produced this? Who made this?
Trash.
Whose man's are these?
Probably Hustle Gang Entertainment.
That's who did.
Whatever. Wow, look at that.
Come on. EJ Duncan. He about to get on I-95 South and go and tell him about something.
Yeah, man.
Man, the only movie I want to see T.I. in is ATL 2.
Hey, man, we might not get
I
that.
might not get that, man.
I don't even know if they can sell that no
You don't
more.
think so?
Nah, man, them jokers was portraying teenagers
Yeah,
and early 20-year-olds.
Big Boy was in The Trap.
Big Boy is a proud 3-time, 8-time, 14-time father. You know, I still say the classic, one of the classic videos online for me is after that Super Bowl with Atlanta when
No, I remember.
your girl from ESPN, she was like, "Oh, and you have a pit bull, and her name is such and such," and then she was like, "Tell me about that pit bull, big boy," and he was like, "She's dead." Girl, you can't ask him about that dog that's dead now. And he just nodded at her. He was like, "She's dead." I was like, "Boy, you stepped all in that dog.
Stepped all in it, man.
She can't even wipe that dog buddy off in the grass."
That's what happens when you don't do your homework.
Boy, do her homework. Did she even show up for class? Gee,
She's dead. I remember
she's
that.
dead.
That's just like that one reporter that was interviewing Pharrell when Hidden Figures premiered.
Yeah.
And she said, she was like, "Yeah, so how you feel about being in Hidden Fences?" And you like, what?
Zoinks! You can't take that back. Also, what you can't take back is the excellent hour that you've enjoyed with your role players. Role Player Nation, you are actually the all-stars, and we are the role players to your life, helping support your sports cravings throughout the week and wrapping it up at the end of the week. It's been an excellent show. I am your host, Mr. Byron, along with Philosophical J, and I'm 95
Zoom South.
South. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, and home of the role players, Spreaker. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and oh yeah, YouTube too. So we're doing things out here. Thanks for all the support. You guys go and download this, subscribe it, share it, play it, follow
Absolutely.
it, do whatever you have to do to
Yeah.
it. You guys are always excellent as always, and it's been an excellent show. And I mean, just there's no more to say about this than Autobots transform and roll out.